Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Dawn of the Zeds. And basically the situation is more or less under control. Only 2 Z units on the board, and they're pretty weak. So until now I think it's okay. But there is a long way to go, so let's draw the next card. What? A fat Z ain't a dead Z. Okay, we got a refugee movement. And well, I'm thinking about, that's an interesting decision. I could move the VIP survivors. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe that's really... I think I will do this. I think I will move the VIP survivors 1 step. And then we got an outbreak? Oh, no, we don't. Do we have to consume supplies? No, the Zeds move at the highway, so they attack now the civilians here. At the beginning of the Zeds phase, all Zeds units in or adjacent to a village or town space unoccupied by a play unit are flipped to their full strength side of reduced. Okay, this is not the case here, no. So we're lucky here. We had a similar card before actually. Okay, so, and then we have to do the fighting here. And let's see how that works. They have basically the same strength. So it would be the green column, but because we are in barricades, we can shift 2 to the left. So it's this column here. And well, it's all fine as long as we don't roll more than a 7. Let's see. Oh, that's a 10. That is pretty bad. That's really bad. We both take 2 damage. Ugh. Well, that was a bad roll. Okay, we are flipped. And the Zeds lose. So they have to go back here. And they also take 2 damage, but that was actually pretty unlucky. Oh man. There goes my good and strong unit. Damn it. Okay. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. And then it's now I regret a little bit that I took Doc Seaver. I hope that they would only be injured so I could heal them again. But now it's not possible because they are already flipped. So that's a little bad. Anyway, I will move now. I got 3 actions now. So let's see what I can do. I think I will move with the dog. 4 spaces into the suburbs here. And maybe I can restore order in the next turns then. Sadly I can't move any further and I can only take 1 movement step per turn. Okay. And well, that was my first action. And let's see now. I think I try to get some more ammo. Deputy Schmidt is going to try to do that. and that's a 4, so that is actually 1 piece of ammo. And I'm not sure. I could shoot now. That was my second action. I could shoot now. Here with Captain Piazza. Oh, yeah. At these Zeds. Or I could try to do another research action, and I think I will do this. I will do another research action, and maybe this time a little more lucky. So I need a 5 or a 6. Come on. Yes! Awesome. So this goes up now. Very good. Okay. And we're done. Next card. Well, Mountain Knight Assault. Okay, we got a refugee movement of 1. So, well, I think I move. That's a little risky here into this chaos marker, but I think I'll try it anyway. So I move here with the VIP survivors. And we don't have an outbreak. We don't have to consume supplies. And there will be a Zeds movement in the mountain. But luckily there are no Zeds there, so that's pretty cool. In mountain space this turn, Zeds unit hand-to-hand combat attacks raise the infection level by 2. Okay, so we don't have any problem here, which is pretty cool. And we have 2 actions, which is not so great. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is Doc Seaver will take a movement action, and he goes here and restores order at the university. And because he's got that purging ability, the infection level is now reduced by 2 at the cost of 1 supply. And that's worth it, I think. Okay. And then, I think the civilians here, or maybe, yeah, interesting question. I think the civilians will try to forage the town for a supply, and they are allowed to roll 2 dice. And that was a success, so we gain another supply here, which is good. Okay, those were my 2 actions, and we come to the next turn. And that says Vengeance. And we have a refugee movement of 1. So now these guys move here. And we have an outbreak at 8 or higher. So now we were lucky that we did this. Otherwise we would have had an outbreak here. No supplies. We have a Z movement at the highway. And it says at the beginning of the Zeds phase, make a fate draw. You must take 1 civilians unit on that track. Place it on the nearest Zeds occupied space on the same track and conduct immediate hand-to-hand combat with shift 2 for your attack. If there is no such space, then this event has no effect. Okay, let's see. These would be the mountains. Well, that has no effect then. But I think we can use this card anyway. It says radio station made operational. Civil danger warning, aim for the head. Hold this card. Play during the action phase to re-enter removed refugees or VIP unit onto a random start space. Well, that is not bad, I think. We have this refugee unit here, so we might actually place them on the board again. But I'm not sure if I want to do this right now, maybe later. Okay, so this card has no effect, no further effect. And then we have our fighting action here at the highway. And zombies have a fighting strength of 3. So they have their attack value is greater. But it goes down here because of the barricades. So let's hope this time for a better roll here. That's a 6. This is not so bad. So they lose 3 and my people lose 1. So zombies are killed. And yeah, I take 1 casualty, which is not good, but okay. And in addition, because of the hand-to-hand combat, the infection level goes up again. Okay. Well, so the only zombie unit now is up here. That could have been worse. And then I got 3 actions. And what I'm going to do now is I will move here with Doc Seaver and remove this chaos marker. Restore order here at East Direct, and I can go down with the infection level at 5. And then I will move these civilians here, and I will go here 2 spaces to Ingeborg, and I will also restore order here. And now I got to increase the infection marker by 1. Okay, because this is what normally happens if you restore order. But the good thing is that the chaos marker is gone now. So, and we have 1 action left now. What might that be? I think I'll try again to do a research action. And I need again a 5 or a 6. So come on. Oh, nope. That doesn't count. Oh, great. Fantastic. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Yeah, that's it. It's looking good at the moment. It's looking good. Okay, let's start the next turn. And that says, there's more? Okay, we got a refugee movement of 1. So, and this is one of these really bad cards. You see that here, it's a little brighter than the others. So that's a kind of a special card which brings back a lot of zombies into the game. And we have now a refugee movement of 1, so I will move the VIP survivors closer to the city. And there is no outbreak. We have to consume supplies, which is not so good. And there will be movement on all tracks. At the beginning of the Zeds phase, remove all dead Zeds markers from Zeds unit in play. Well, luckily this is absolutely no marker here. That's great. Then place a new randomly drawn Zeds unit on the start space of every track that does not have any Zeds on it. That is not that good. So let's see. First one is here at the highway track 4, so this is not so bad. And we have in the suburbs 5, which is also okay, I guess. And in the mountains we have the 8. This is the maximum. But I'm prepared for you guys. This is my special anti-zombie squad here, so I'm curious how this will end up here. Okay, and well, then we have the zombie movement on all tracks. So they move, they attack here, and they move, and they move, and they move. This is not so good. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. So that's really bad because, well, first let's do the fighting. Okay, we have here, they have both the same strength, so they would start here in this middle column, but because there are barricades, it's this low column, and as long as they don't roll more than a 7, they simply die, and they should not roll a 10. So let's see what they do. That's a 7, so that's pretty good. It says 3 hits for the zombies, 0 hits for the defenders. So the zombies are killed, and that's it. Very good. But the infection rate goes up, of course. This is not that great. And now I have a problem because there are actually now 3 units adjacent to zombie hordes. And I only have 2 actions left, so I cannot run away with all of them. I have to risk 1 unit. And I think I will risk them because they are already pretty weak. And so I think I will... I will move away, Deputy that's really hard. It would be cool to... Maybe I can risk it. Maybe I can... Damn it. I could also shoot on these zombies. Maybe this is not such a bad idea. With Deputy Schmidt. Yeah, I think I will do this. So, I think that's the first thing I do. Deputy Schmidt will shoot. So he will use this ammo. Oh, and we're out of supplies. So we also have to look for supplies, I'm afraid. Okay, so first Deputy Schmidt will shoot. And he's got an attack value of 4. Let's see, is there something special he can do? No, only in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so anyway, he can use that, and we start here. And it would be awesome to roll a 10 or a 12 or something like that. I'm not sure if it makes sense to risk this. Okay, I'll do it anyway. Let's see. Gosh, man, that was bad. A complete miss. Great. What a waste of ammo and time. Okay, so the doctor goes away here. I think he does. Yeah. I think he will move 4 spaces. Oh no, he cannot do this because he's not allowed to end up with the civilians in the same space. That is bad again. Oh man, somehow it's all not working the way I want it to. Okay, I did my first action. Okay, so I decided to get some supplies. So the civilians will forage for supplies in the city center. They roll 2 dice, and that is at least 1 supply in case we need one in the next turn. I think that's an important point here. Okay, and then we have to draw another card. And that says Forest Night Assault. And that's good actually, because there is no one in the forest. We have a refugee movement of 2. This is not bad. So this allows me now to move actually these guys here in the west side and the VIP survivors into the nuclear power plant. Okay. There is no outbreak. We have to consume supplies. So this goes down again. And we have Zeds movement in the forest. Blah, blah, blah. That's not so important. And then it says we got 2 actions. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move with these guys here, the civilians. I'm going to move back with them to the power plant. And then I'm going to take the doctor and move with him here into this space. Wait a minute, he was here. 1, 2, 3. So he can move up to the bridge. Okay, cool. That's better. So these were my 2 actions. Next turn. And that says brains. And that's another one of these special cards. Ignore the sequence of play. Conduct this special turn instead. First, increase the infection level by +1 for every 2 chaos markers in play. Round up. Well, luckily we don't have any chaos markers. Don't we? Nope. No chaos markers in play. Very good. Then, in any order, 1 at a time, advance each Z unit 1 space and resolve normally. If the Z unit wins a hand-to-hand combat and is still adjacent to a friendly unit, it immediately enters the adjacent space and resolves normally. Okay. There is no limit to how many of these Zeds attack can occur. After all Zeds units have moved and fought, draw the next event card. Oh man, this is tough. So, okay, luckily there are no chaos markers, so that's good. And then we have to move each zombie. So this one is moved, that one is moved, and that one. Okay. So we might have problems here in the mountains. We have to fight there. That's a hand-to-hand combat. So, let's see. The combat value of the zombies is double to the value of Deputy Schmidt. But, because he's defending the mine, this is shifted down here, and because he's a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, it's now at this green column. And he can do the martial art. So if I roll really bad, I can re-roll. Okay, so let's see the attack of the zombies. Come on. That's okay, I guess. That's a 5. So these are 2 hits for the zombies, 1 hit against me. And I can live with that because it's not exactly great, but it could be worse. The zombies have to retreat now. They take 2 damage. And if I'm really lucky now, because I'm tough, I can roll again, and on a 4, 5, or 6, I don't take any damage. Oh, come on. It would be awesome. Ugh. Damn it. Okay. So I wasn't lucky here. So now I'm flipped. My marker is flipped and I'm wounded. And could be a good idea to go to the hospital with this guy, but well, who knows. Not sure. Okay. And then we have to draw the next card. And that says tough Zeds. No refugee movement, no outbreak. We have to consume supplies. Well, that's a little problem, huh? We have no supplies. So, actually I'm not sure what happens now. I have to check this out. Okay, so to be honest, I got a little bit of language problems here. If it says if there is this supply shortage, you have to, well, where we are, here we go. Must apply 1 hit to any unit that is still fighting on the map. So does that mean every single unit or just 1 single unit? I'm not absolutely sure, to be honest. Awesome. I think it means just 1 single unit. Okay, if this is wrong, you can please tell me that. I think this will be the last turn anyway, so it might be easy to correct this. Okay, we have a casualty now here. Let me see. I think I will. Medical receives, okay, first aid as an action. I think what I'll do is I will 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think. Damn. Okay, I think I will actually place the casualty marker here. And yeah, okay. So and then we have Zeds moving in the mountains. And they move twice actually. So let's see now. They attack again Deputy Schmidt, and he's in trouble now. He might die. So their attack value is, well, much higher. So it's actually triple, but he is defending the mine, so it goes to double, and then it's his special ability. So we end up here. Anyway, his chances are pretty bad now. Let's see. That's an 8, so that is really bad. So the zombies take 1 damage. That's a good thing because their strength is now reduced to 4. but they win this. So I have to retreat. And in addition, I take 3 hits. So if I'm really lucky, I can roll now 3 times on a 4, 5, or 6. I don't take that hit. Oh, wait a minute. That is not true. Actually, I could re-roll this die roll because of my martial arts ability. And I will do this, of course. So let's see. Let's roll again. Maybe I'm lucky this time. Ah, great. Fantastic. Okay, so same thing. Zombies made it to the mine. And now I have to roll 3 times. Let's see. First one. Okay, I'm killed. So my first hero is down. Deputy Schmidt. While defending the mine, he's killed. Okay. So that was the first movement. And then they attack here. That's the second movement now on the mountain track. These civilians. But this time it's not going to be so easy, I hope. And their strength is the same. But because they are defending with the barricades and they have a civilian leader, this thing goes 3 down. So as long as they don't roll a 10, they don't have any chance at all. And that's a 9, so I was lucky here. So they take 2 hits. Okay. Fine. More or less. And now it says actions here. If at the end of the action phase the mine space is Zeds controlled, place the tough marker on one random Zeds unit on the mountain track. Until eliminated, for each hit scored on that unit, roll a die, and on a 4, 5, or 6, that hit is cancelled. Well, that's not good. Whew. Okay, so the bad part is now we don't have any more ammo. Now I could need it, because then I could simply shoot these zombies here. And that's it. Okay, we have 4 actions. So let's see if there's anything we can do. I could also attack in hand-to-hand combat, but I think that's quite risky. By the way, there were 2 hand-to-hand well, actually there were 3 hand-to-hand combat actions, I think. Or 2. No, 2. So this goes up to 9, which is pretty bad. And there is a chaos marker on the mine. Yeah, okay. Not exactly good. Not good at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some forage action here with the civilians in the city. Maybe I'm lucky. And I'm not. This gives me 1 supply, which is not so bad after all, but it's not exactly what I wanted. And anyway, I try another action. And this time it's better. This is a 6, so that gives me an ammo. And I will use this for my 3rd action to shoot with these guys, these zombies. And that will allow me then, well, let me see, we have here, oh come on, we have a 4, And then, because we're organized, there's the leader, it's this one. So let's roll, and all we need is basically a 3. As long as we roll no 2, it's fine. Yeah, okay, that's done. We killed the zombies. And then we move with the leader into the mine here, where the chaos is. And we can remove this marker, but the infection level goes up because of that. So this is now at 10, and that is really bad. Anyway, the mine is not in the Zed's hand. Okay. On the other hand, I'm not sure if this is necessary. Yeah, but I think it's a good thing. I think it's good to do this. Okay. Whatever. So, I think we're done here now. And yeah, I guess it's again time to load this up. And well, basically it's not so bad. Okay, I lost this one hero, but that is, well, I can live with that, I think. Main problem is now the infection level, which is simply ridiculous. And I'm still not happy with my research. Ammo and supplies are bad. But okay. Hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye.